Hi, Bob.
Renee,
How are you?
I'm doing all right. Give Ron a minute to get out here. We're gonna get rolling. Okay, while people start connecting, I'm just gonna get this going, rally through this. There's several things to cover today, especially since we've done that time trial. A lot of you have. So, first things first, we'll go through the next week. We're on week 7. This is it, 4 weeks left. And then we have the Jeep 4-miler, 5K in there coming up. Okay? Now, I'll start where I always start. We'll start with my team, the novice schedule. You can see we are moving up 1 minute on our Monday workout tomorrow with running. So it's a 5-minute run, 2-minute walk, 5 times. Last week was a 4-minute run, 5-minute walk, 4-minute run, 2-minute walk, 5 times. Now we're just so technically you're only running for 5 more minutes than the previous week on Monday. So it shouldn't be too terrible. It looks like they were calling for really bad heat this week, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's just going to be moderately hot. It's going to feel better, but still going to be hot. But it's not going to be crazy like it was supposed to be originally. It's supposed to be like several days in the hundreds, but I don't think that's the case now. Looks like mid to upper 80s for the start of the week. Who knows? It could change tomorrow. But anyway, so it shouldn't be too bad. Maybe a little break in the runs might feel somewhat better when you're running. And then Wednesday, we're bumping up the run to 10 minutes instead of 7 minutes. So you do a little 5-minute warm-up walk, run your 10 minutes, in pace, start out real slow. Don't start out right out of the gates. You can shut out of the blocks. You won't make 10 minutes. Okay? And then a nice 5-minute easy cool-down walk. And then Thursday, what we're doing is we're bumping up. If you've noticed, the last 3 weeks, you have been doing about 1.5 miles. We're bumping that up to 2 miles now. So that's significant jumps, 25% increase, somewhat in that neighborhood. I'm an English major, not a math major. So you're going to do a 3-minute run, 1-minute walk for 2 miles. So you're going to keep doing 3-minute run, 1-minute walk until you hit 2 miles. And you'll have the warm-up walk and warm-up cool down, 5-minute warm-up walk and cool down in there. Okay? That day happens to be really hot, be really tough, knock it down to 1.5 miles again. That's okay, as long as you're getting something in. If we can get 2 miles, though, that's even better. And then this weekend, we are switching over to runs. So we're going away from the walk and switching now to a straight 15-minute run, nice and easy. And then Sunday we'll finish off with a 25-minute walk. So now you're not doing these long, brisk walks on Saturdays after the 2-mile time trial. You're now starting to do a straight, solid run. Okay? If you have questions, make sure in our team meeting on Tuesday you ask, and I'll clarify them or shoot me an email and we'll go through that. So that's the novice schedule for those of us just trying to get into the 5K. All right, now our intermediate schedule, which is the bulk of you, you are doing a tempo again. Tempos are a huge part of all of my programs. So you're going to do a 2-mile tempo, do a little 3-minute jog after that, and do another 2-mile tempo. What we're trying to do is we're going to try to get you to a 4-mile tempo as you see in week 9, but we're going to bridge that gap this week by giving you a little break between the miles. So 2-mile tempo, nice little 3-minute easy recovery jog, and then another 2-mile tempo right after. So you do them back to back to back, those 3 things. You don't, do a 2-mile tempo, rest a couple minutes, and then do a 3-minute jog, and then rest a couple minutes, and then do a 2-mile tempo. 2-mile tempo, go right into a 3-minute jog, and go right back into a 2-mile tempo. Okay? And then that will get us to hopefully week 9 where we can do a straight 4-mile tempo. All right, and then your Wednesday run's bumped up to 50 minutes. This is going to be the longest midweek run you do with the program, 50-minute run on Wednesday. Okay? And then Thursday, we're still doing interval pace, 30 to 45 seconds faster, I think it was, than your goal pace for 600s. So you're going to do 8 600s. 3 miles of work, and you're going to take a minute rest between each 600. 600, that's a tough one. It's a little over a quarter mile. Can't really give you the best. I'm not sure the decimal point of that, but it's about, it's somewhere between that and a third of a mile. But a track, it's a lap and a half. If you can find a track, it's pretty easy. It's a lap and And then the weekend will be 7 miles or 70 minutes, whichever comes first. So this is the long run for the 5K weekend. So depending on your pace, if you hit 7 miles, you're good. If your pace is a little slower than 10-minute pace and you get to 70 minutes, then you're good. That's plenty for a long run for a 5K, 70 minutes. And then Sunday is a little 25-minute shakeout run. Okay, and this will be the last Sunday run you'll do, because then you're going to start tapering down a little and just cutting out that run. We'll still keep the workouts going pretty well. Start doing a little bit quicker stuff with repetition pace, but we're going to take that Sunday off. We can drop that one a little bit and get your legs under you, and it won't affect your training. Okay. So questions, make sure you talk to your coaches during the meetings, or shoot me an email, coaches an email. We'll clear anything up too that you might still have there. Is it two? No, it's we're going to do 2 miles. So if you go over 20 minutes on that tempo, that's okay. You can do that. When we get to the full 4-mile tempo, then yes, we're going to limit it to just 40 minutes total time. But since we're breaking it up with a 3-minute jog, I'm going to let you go ahead and get to the 2-mile mark, whether it's 20 minutes or 24 minutes. Okay? And then you'll do that little 3-minute break. All right, so I wanted to make sure that's a good question, Holly, thank you. But in week 9, we will limit it to a time. Okay? Now the advanced, that's our smallest group. You'll do, there's it, got it. Let's say that, doesn't look like it. So we're doing a little bit of a different tempo you guys are tomorrow. This will be a challenge for you. You're going to do an 800 at interval pace, and then you're going to do a little minute jog, and then you're going to jump into a 3-mile tempo. And then after that 3-mile tempo, do a little minute jog, and then you're going to do another 800 interval pace. This is like a Michigan-based workout, University of Michigan type-based workout. We used to do this in high school. I used to do this with my high school team, where we go to the track, run hard, go out and do a tempo, then come back and run hard. Kind of shows you when you're racing the ability to get out at a good pace and then hold a nice strong pace in the middle parts of that race, and then wind it back up and come back finishing strong in a race. So it's kind of mimicking a race situation for some of you out there who get into that, are into that, how do I go out and do these races? So this will help you get prepared for that. And it's a challenging workout. Wednesday will be 6 miles, not 50 minutes for you guys, but a straight 6-mile run. And then you're going to do 2 extra 600s on Thursday over the intermediate plan. You're going to do 10 600s, so 6K of work. Your long run, you guys did a healthy long run of 9 miles. So keeping your miles up still and keeping you strong. You can see this program, we keep you up a little bit more in this mileage base, just because the advanced training program, you should be able to handle that a little bit better. So that's why your mileage is up a little bit more. Okay? If you have questions, again, reach out to the coaches. We'll cover it for you. All right, so that's the nuts and bolts of it. Now to get on to some of the things, 2-mile time trial. So we lucked out. The weekend, I mean, I know it wasn't like 60 degrees and overcast, but it's about as good as it can get after this week. You probably felt a lot better if you got out in the morning than it had been in previous days. Even though humidity was still sticking around, you got a little relief in there. So hopefully the 2-mile time trial went well. I was looking through the results. We got almost 50 people so far dropping their time in. If you haven't dropped your time in, drop it in, because the coaches and I want to look at them and see what we can do. Now, what can you do with that time? Good question. Now, thank you, Bob. So anyway, you go to this race equivalency calendar here. There are all kinds of calculators, training calculators out there. So I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I'm just going to grab one that I really like. And this is a pretty good one from another coaching site. You select your race. And like we did 2 miles, they don't give you a 2-mile option, so you just go over and you can type in anything. So we did 2 miles. Let's say none of us were in hours, so that's good. So, oh, I got meters, thank you. I got my wife on at me from across the room, so that's good. So then none of us are in hours, that's good, we're all solid there. So let's say minutes, it took someone about, let's say 23 minutes. Let's go there. Seconds were 6 seconds. So it'll take you 23 minutes and 6 seconds to run 2 miles. You can calculate paces with that little blue button. And it'll tell you all of this information for paces. We have our own pace chart, so we're good there. But what you might want to see is this, called an equivalency race performance. So you can now scroll down and see what you could do possibly for other distances. So, you know, this person might be able to run, if you ran a 23:07, might be able to run 10:56, as you can see here, for a mile. And if you were going to run a 5K, you should be able, it says here you can run about a 36:51 for a 5K. So it kind of gives you, the only thing I will warn you about these calculators is the farther you get away from that 2 mile time trial distance, as in a race distance, like 5K is kind of close to 2 miles, it's 3:21. If you go all the way down to a marathon and it says you can run it in 5:53, that's a more of an educated guess than anything. Because to me, in my opinion, it's hard to extrapolate 2 miles into a marathon. There's so many factors that go into running 26 miles besides just the pace that I don't think it's that reliable. It gives you a starting point though. But I think if you get in 10K and up, or quicker, I should say lower distances, it's good accuracy. It's pretty good indicator. So look at that for any races, you know, especially if we're going to do the Jeep 4 miler. It'll tell you a 4 miler. That have 4 miles in there. It tells you the 5K, all that good stuff. So you can do that. And what I'll do is, it's like LukeHumphreyRunning.com. I know the name. He was a pretty good runner in his day. But I'll put the link in the email when I send it out for the video. So if you want to do that yourself, or you can see the link, the email site right up there if you want to copy it down. That's a lot to copy. Anyway, so that's a good thing for the 2 mile time trial. We can now look at that and see where our fitness level is at and how we're doing. And you can even then adjust your paces too on the pace chart. You know, if you were training at a certain pace, then you can maybe bump it down if you were surprised at how fast you went. Okay? So I just wanted to make sure that was out there. Now, weekend challenge was actually a drawing this week for those who did the time trial and submitted their times already. So there were 3 winners. You all had a bib number, and I had Sean give me some lucky numbers, and she just yelled them out at me, and I either searched for you, that number, or the person closest to that number, and I came up with 3 people who are going to have a $15 gift certificate emailed to them for Dave's. We have Arwa Amuda. She was bib number 22, so she gets one. Joan Funk, she was bib number 115, so I'll be sending her one. And then Jeremy Nixon, he was bib number 68, so we'll be sending him one. So those 3 were the lucky drawing candidates that we'll get you getting $10 or $15 certificate. I can't remember what I have in my envelopes, but you'll be getting somewhere in that range. So spend them wisely. Get yourself some nice shoes. All right, you got those coupons for them too, though. So that's for the time trial. The chart, good. Now, this week's challenge, we did the squat challenge, right? So you still have until tonight to get those in, because the coaches will be counting up all the people who did squats. I'll be submitting them, and I'll be releasing the results tomorrow. And my team, Virtually Distance Runners, has already said we are going to win. So this is Coach McCown, Coach Linda's team, our Corona Crushers. Sorry, guys. We got this in the bag. So we'll see. We'll see. But Coach Harding said, you know, the Central Runners she said they've been working hard all week. So I don't know. Might be a close one this week. I'm a little nervous about it. I don't want to lose any ground on anyone. So we'll see. We'll count them up, though. So submit them. Make sure you get them in those members' notes for each day that you did them. Today is another makeup day, I believe. So if you weren't able to get any in Friday or Saturday, you can make them up today, Sunday, if you want, and submit them. And then we'll total those up. Okay. Now, this week's challenge is, in my opinion, the hardest challenge we've had to date, because I'm going to fail miserably at this. I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to tell my team right now, but it's going to be tough for me. It's going to be real tough for me. Here's this challenge for this week. So this week, week 7, called Sweet Tooth. All right, and sugar. Coach Mac, who coaches the Tempo Exotic group, he can go on a good hour-long rant for you if you want. He can tell you the downfall of sugar, and he's not wrong. He's accurate, but I have a hard time giving up sugar. I'm not going to show you my jar of Jelly Bellies that I showed Coach Renee earlier. The other coaches is they made fun of me, but we're going to try to limit our intake of sugar this week. Now, it's a difficult thing to cut it out cold turkey. So what we're going to try to do this week is you're going to try to limit the number of sugary snacks, treats, and drinks you take in a day. Okay? And I'm going to send everyone this little chart here. You'll get the instructions with the chart to fill out. And what you want to do, if you want to print it out or anything like that, or just write them down, the numbers down somewhere. But what you're going to do is you're going to keep track of how many sugary treats or snacks or anything like that you take in each day. So you're going to try to watch what you're doing there with the sugar. We're not talking things that already have sugar in them. Like we were talking about this, there's a slippery slope, but we're going to basically say you don't really have a specific definition for a sugary treat, but you know it when you see it. We all know what those are. We know what ice cream, cookie, sugar, candy, pop, Kool-Aid, all of that stuff. We know what that is. So homemade cinnamon rolls, those are sugary treats, yes, those are. They're good though. I love see, so what we're going to try to do is, yeah, she can try to hide a jelly beans. I got like 3 of those containers from Costco around the house, so I'll give them that. But it does include Famous Amos cookies. I have 2 boxes in my cupboard of those too. I'm terrible. I used to drink straight Mountain Dew too. I'm at least on Mountain Dew Zero at this point. So get them in tonight. Eat all your homemade cinnamon rolls, drink all your Coke, eat all you can tonight. Because for the next week, we're going to try to limit it. And this, to me, this will be the toughest thing you can do. So what we'll do is I'm going to give you this chart, and you can track it that way. And then on Sunday, the last day of the week, when we get back in here, I'll remind everyone on that Sunday calendar day to put the total number you have down at the bottom of this chart in there for us. That way I want you to have the chart for the week to kind of remind you as an incentive to keep it going, what to kind of get you invested more in this if you have your own little chart and are looking at it and kind of keep track that way. So we're making this an important one because sugar is pretty bad. We have a bad addiction in this country with sugar. So that's why I run to Mary. I hear you. So this is how it'll be scored at the bottom. If you do 0 to 5 servings for the whole week, you get full 5 points. So you can have 5 of those snacks in there somewhere. We're not going to be, we're not going to crack the whip and say none. And then 6 to 10 for the week, you get 4 points. 11 to 15, 3. So you just give us your grand total, and we'll assign the points and total it up for our teams. Now, anyone out there who's as studly as Coach Mac and Steve is, I don't think, is he on here? I can't read all these names that quickly. But Coach Steve, he's pretty good about no sugar. I think Coach Renee's pretty healthy too. Coach Linda and I can't speak for Coach Jody, but Coach Linda and I are mad. So we're going to try to do our best, but we're just letting our team know now that you're going to have to carry us this week. So if you get 0 at the end of the week, like you're able to hold off on everything to the end of the week, we're going to give you an extra 2 points because that's tough. So you're going to get an extra 2-point kicker if you can finish the week out with 0. Because I'll probably be out of that 2-point kicker by lunch tomorrow. So who knows? Okay. So let's all give it a go this week. We'll see how we do with that. And if you have further questions, I know there's going to be all kinds. What if what about this? What about that? But like I said, just that definition of we all kind of know what a sugary snack is. PB&J, not so much. Cinnamon rolls, a little bit too much. So we're going to kind of use just common sense, and we're all on the honor system here. And it's just some way for us to keep ourselves healthy and make us cognizant of just how much sugar we're taking in all the time. I don't pay attention to it. I just get yelled at all the time. But it is. It can be a problem. So we'll get that started tomorrow. All right. So don't worry about it tonight. So like I said, enjoy your ice cream tonight, and then we're gonna start cutting that back tomorrow, hopefully, for a lot of us. Okay. Now, last thing, I'm gonna start introducing a strength training video each day. I put one on there already. I think I might have it right. Yep. So you can see I've already added the first one right here from our two exercise PTs, our two PTs, Dana Hurwitz, who remember Wednesdays 6 to 8. You can always get on Facebook and talk to Dana. She's great. Dana and Jeff go through some strength training videos here. And what we're going to do is, there are 5 of them, as you can see, that's one of 5. I'm going to put one up each day so you can look at it and kind of see and try maybe some of these movements and some of these activities, because some are a little harder than others, but they are good to keep you strong, keep that core strong, and avoid injuries, and just keep you running upright and a stronger runner in general, or walker, anything like that. And because next week, hint, hint, our challenge will involve these videos, okay? So make sure you kind of look through them this week and see how they look for you. If it looks good, if not, try some of them out. They definitely will make you stronger. Some are harder than others, believe me. Dana is like a freak at that stuff. She can do all of them just like right on point too. You know? So don't feel like you can't do them right. I can't do them right. Dana's just really good at it. So strong core. But anyway, I'll be posting one each day. So tomorrow there'll be a second one and so on until I get through all 5. So take a look at it. It's definitely good for you. What else? I think that is the main thing. A couple reminders. Like I said, don't forget to submit the squats for the rest of the week. We'll add that up and I'll send an email out sometime tomorrow afternoon, early afternoon, about the results of that. One other thing, if I haven't mentioned it, we have started, for those of you in the area, this area, we have started our 4 group runs. If you're getting tired of running by yourself, you know, we've been practicing the CDC guidelines and the Lucas County that we're in, the health department's guidelines of mask before and after runs and stuff like that. But we meet 6:30 p.m. on Mondays at the Dave's Running Shop in Sylvania. And then you can meet at Oland Ammo Shanter Ice Arena in the parking lot at 6 a.m. Tuesday morning. I'll be there. I don't know, except for the Wednesday morning run. But the Tuesday morning run, I'll be there at 6 a.m. in the northeast parking lot of Tam O'Shannon. If anyone wants to get their running, if there's no rest day, I think most of us have a rest day though. That's men only. Thank you. Men only. We have 1 men and 1 women only run, and it lets us talk about the others and complain about the other gender while we're running. That's why there were no guys there with me last week. Women don't do anything wrong, so there's nothing to complain about. That's why there's so many women at the women's only run on Wednesday. There's like 10 of them there. They're ready to go and start complaining. So 6 o'clock Wednesday morning, you can meet out at Fallen Timbers, 6 in the morning with Coach Kelly and Coach Joan. They're not in this program, but they do some of our programs. And they will get a run in at 6 in the morning then. And then you have the Wednesday evening run with Coach Evan. He's here somewhere. I see Meredith's on, so Evan, I'm sure, is there with Meredith Gainer, his lovely wife. But he is there for the 6:30 Wild Wednesday run at the same spot at Fallen Timber. If you've never met Evan, come on out, run with Evan. He's always there at 6:30 that Wednesday, and he leads that run. Okay? So those are just some group runs you can get on. There he is. He's waving to us right now. Look at that guy. Looks like he was just getting back from a run and getting ready to go run. One or the other. I don't think he wears tank tops now. Goes off the guns. Okay? So, yes, you can do those planned runs during your meeting times. Absolutely. These are just open runs. We set up a course. If you want to run it, you can run it. If you want to get a workout in, you can get a workout in. No problem at all. Okay? It's just an opportunity to get in a run with someone else, or just to get out there and get your workout in and not feel all alone. All right? There's other people out there on the roads with you. Let's see. Any last minute questions? I think we covered everything. You guys did a good job today. All right. Oh, I got done on time too. Okay, so if there are no other questions, weather looks a little bit milder, not great, but a little bit better than we had. So take advantage of that. Still try to run in the morning or evenings. Give yourself a break. Keep hydrating. Keep hydrating. But just don't put any sugar in your water. Just regular water. No sugar this week. All right? And then make sure you can get to those group meetings. So if you have questions, you can clear them up with your coaches. Okay? Any other questions? All right, guys. Well, good luck this week. If you didn't do that time trial, submit them, and I will see you, my group, on Tuesday, and I'll see the rest of you next Sunday. All right. Have a good week, guys. We'll see you. Bye.